take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, he just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Calais. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Jackson. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground with Johnson. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Here's Jackson. Guy's man, T.J. Hawkinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here's Kalind. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Well, that holding call. Set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. First carry for Raheem Mostert. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. Big hold of the 30. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 83 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
But with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. They'll find his running back out of the backfield, Raymond Calais. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he caught by Cobb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground, it's Kalind. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run, Kalind, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd and a yard.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
1st and 10 at the...
Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup. As they run the counter play. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
On the carry.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Garoppolo, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Back to the running game with Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now off the bootleg. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. But not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
On 2nd down, Mostert. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Lions will take over
at their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Now a a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off-play action. Jackson throwing deep for Galladay. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 65 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Here's Mostert. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Ball rests on the 7-yard line, third and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that takes us from second to third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On third and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
1-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it'll be second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision making?
I love the decision making and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Go ahead.
There's Mostert. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Once again, it's Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mostert. And out of bounds right around the 20. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Julian Okwara there to bring him down.
Carrier brought down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This is Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
That 8-yard line.
Running the counter with Mostert. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds. At the 16.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Over the middle, that's handled by Cup. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. They go play action now. Jackson going up top for Cup. And that is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Jackson. Again, he targets Kupp, and this time he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. Quick pass to Kupp. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Lions, 1st down.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Galladay's got it. And the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Niners 17. Lions 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
On the tackle.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 54 yards. And the 49ers Lions add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Past the 20. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that